Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I wanted to show you this. So we've got an XRP that is apparently decided it's ready to start moving up a little bit. The market itself is having a little bit of a rebound. We still have the dog ridiculousness going on, and I wanted to show you just how ridiculous, and I want to also show you why dog has got me more bullish than ever. Look at this. The return on Doge, whatever you want to call it, Dogecoin, for the year is over 19,000% to an XRP that's over 600% with an SEC lawsuit. But I want you to just think this through, okay? Just think it through in your mind. This is a digital asset that was created for a joke. The only thing that it has going for it is a guy who is an ex-PayPal guy, we'll come to that later in this, who thinks it's funny to promote this and talk about it, okay? You've got, right above it, you've got a digital asset for the last 3 to 4 years who I've shown the people around with Ripple who are working on the largest use case for XRP have been in the room with almost every major central banker in the world for the last 3 or 4 years and talked to sheiks about this. I mean, these guys have been in the room with some of the most important and powerful people in the world. Meanwhile, dog that was created as a joke, I can't remember what that guy's name was, Jackson something or other. This is a guy, just a one-man show that they don't even have a team, that any significant team that's doing anything. It's a complete joke. Is up over 19,000%. If you ever wanted to be bullish about the one XRP, not freaking Doge, and they created Werewolf coin this week, by the way. So if you're someone who thinks Doge is a great investment, you should now go and move your investments over to Werewolf coin, which should do some wonderful things in the world of Ponzi. But anyway, this right here, you want a reason to be bullish about a real digital asset with a real use case that's going to be used in world payment flows. This is your reason, 19,000%. And in my opinion, that's peanuts compared to what will happen with XRP when it actually gets its chance, and the whoever's behind the scenes trying to hold it back right now, when that's gone, just wait. Now, Jeremy Hogan, this is something I forgot to hit from this weekend when I was out of town. The SEC is going to foreign regulators and requesting documents from Ripple's business partners. The foreign governments then request documents from these partners. This places regulatory pressure and burden on Ripple's foreign business partners. This is not something a typical plaintiff could do, and it's not fair. So Ripple is calling dirty poker. And then he says this is typical government prosecutorial pressure litigation, applying pressure not only to you, but to your business friends as well. Well, I commented on this weekend, and here's what I say about this. You've got a new guy at the SEC, Gary Gensler, and by the way, this is not technically legal for them to do it, is the way I read it, but I'm not an attorney. But let me tell you this, because you can take this to the bank. If Gary Gensler is coming in with good intentions, this type of thing will stop. If Gary Gensler is one of them, this will continue on. Because if they're going to play dirty, you'll find out if Gary Gensler is going to be one of the ones that plays dirty to achieve the ends for the SEC. Because this is dirty, according to Jeremy Hogan and these attorneys that would know. So that will be your tip-off as to where Gary Gensler is going to be coming from. Okay, but the SEC is getting torn apart in the media, rightly so. This is from John Deaton's law firm. The lawsuit against Ripple stretches the SEC's reach too far and seriously threatens the developing cryptocurrency ecosystem and America's vital leadership place within it. Okay, this is from Bloomberg Law. And then there was this over the weekend too. I think it was over the weekend. The Wall Street Journal's editorial board criticized the SEC for causing confusion over its approach to cryptocurrencies in an editorial. See, everybody can see that what everybody's so up in arms about is they're like, well, everybody's seeing the same thing. If your intentions were to do your job, which is to protect investors, if that was really what you were trying to do, you would have done this a long time ago. You wouldn't have waited 8 years. So there's got to be some other agenda. I think that's what everybody with a half of a common sense brain is seeing. Okay. Okay, now I wanted to show you this from Crypto Wizard. This is regarding the pullback we had this weekend. When the market moves bullish, you beg for a dip to get in. When the dip happens, you get scared and sell. Take a step back, read the above, zoom out of the chart, and understand that dips are necessary in order to give rise to a healthy long-term bullish move. That's exactly right, folks. I mean, come on. Now, I wanted to show you this. I forgot to show you this tweet by J.C. Collins. I'm not sure exactly what he's talking about in this first sentence, the XRP community tearing itself apart. I'm not really sure exactly what he's pointing to there, but he says XRP hasn't broken $2 yet. Imagine what people are going to be like at $10, $20. By $50, many will have sold off their positions. By $100, a small single-digit percentage remain. After that, it's all institutional with hardcore retail holdouts. You can call me a hardcore retail holdout because I will be here at this, okay? And one thing that I disagree with him on, I think that most people, he says by 50, many will have sold. I think he's right about that. I think by $5, many will have sold. I think that a lot of people, when they see a new all-time high, will be gone and you'll never see them again. Or they may come in, but they'll get burned several times. But I think that there's going to be a tiny, tiny percentage of us that are there at $100. And I think that's when the real money is going to be made. That's just my opinion. Okay. All right. Moving along. Now, the one thing I'm learning is that the Bitcoin Maxis out there, this Dogecoin thing is not something they're happy about at all for two reasons. First, anytime a digital asset starts getting the spotlight, they hate it. Since they know that their mainstream media people will not talk about XRP, probably by design, in my opinion. Since they know they're not worried about that, so they don't worry about XRP as much right now. And they know it's been sidelined, probably intentionally by the powers that be. But since they know that, the Bitcoin Maxis, when they see this Dogecoin thing, they see a real threat. And there's another reason for that. First of all, Dogecoin was actually an improvement on Bitcoin. The guy that created it, when he put it out, he changed a few things to make it better than Bitcoin. The second thing is they're calling Dogecoin a joke, but the truth, the dirty little secret, you want to know the dirty little secret? I just told you part of it, and that is that the tech is probably better than Bitcoin. Dirty little secret is if you take the bit part, if you take the bit off of Bitcoin and you put D-O-G-E instead of the bit, you're really looking at the same thing pretty much. It's not any more ridiculous. There may be one difference, is the supply. There may be less of a supply of Bitcoin, but half of the digital asset, or more than half probably, of the digital assets in the entire market have that same scarcity that they act like this is some thing that only Bitcoin has, and it does not. XRP's got scarcity, the same scarcity that Bitcoin has. You can just buy more of them, okay? But these people are reeling because they know that it puts a big, huge spotlight on how it's not just Dogecoin that's ridiculous. It's also Bitcoin, more specifically proof of work digital assets, because proof of work does not work.
Completely positive commentary from China and other big regulators has got to be perceived as positive, does it not?
Sure, especially when that commenter is related to the central bank of China. Look, I believe that Bitcoin will be a central bank reserve asset at some point.
Even though
China,
even though Christine Lagarde has said that will never happen.
Europe, whether it be U.S., don't really know who will go first. But I absolutely believe this is a huge positive sign. Look, Bitcoin is I think everything that's right with markets. This is a long-term monetary system. It is designed as an alternative store of value to fiat currencies, which are being destroyed all around the world. Just think about the dollar, right? We've created 40% of all the dollars that ever existed in the last 12 months. And when you do that, you devalue them. And it's because we have too much debt at government levels all around the world. So when you see central bank governors start to talk about an asset that they think could preserve wealth, we've seen that with corporations, with people like Michael Saylor. And it's why I have my hashtag, hashtag probably a fad with a little wink. This is not a fad. This is not a Ponzi. This is something that's going to be with us for a very long time. And it is a great store of value, basically digital gold.
Well, when we're literally we're throwing around trillions of dollars, like money is just a construct at this point, Mark. And by the way, you're going to love our RBI coming up in a few minutes.
I think they're totally right about this argument of fiat money having been destroyed. I just think that the proof of work digital assets are not the ones. The ones that are going to, I'll say it again, the ones that are going to make a real difference are going to be the ones that have utility. No utility, no real value ultimately, folks.
Are you selling everything you own and putting it into Dogecoin?
I wish we could just not talk about Dogecoin.
I bet you do.
To me, Dogecoin is everything that's wrong. It epitomizes everything that's wrong with the markets today. Just like GameStop. Look, it's cult behavior. It's liquidity from stimulus checks. It's pure speculation, and it will end badly.
I agree with him there. I'm not going to play any more of that clip, but I did want you to see this. I had tweeted this out. There was a Zero Hedge tweet, people selling gold to buy Doge, and I added this little GIF of animated GIF of someone playing musical chairs because that's how it ends. But nobody summarized Dogecoin and what this really is better than Charles Hoskinson, who created Cardano. This guy's smart. Listen to what he says. Any of you out there that are buying into all this, you need to hear it.
Doge, the crazy coin that never dies and has been around our industry for quite a long time. Doge has always been, for our industry, kind of an inside joke, a pet rock, a fun, mocking cryptocurrency, lighthearted thing. And it just always seems to be around, but it's something we, for the most part, have never taken seriously. Recently, due to the efforts of Elon Musk, principally, and market manipulation by clever whales, Doge has become stratospheric and has become a haven for new entrants into the cryptocurrency space. Let's be very clear. This is a bubble. The price of Doge is not sustainable. It's going to collapse, and a massive amount of retail money is going to be lost very quickly. My belief is that after that bubble bursts, it will be a catalyst for regulators and lawmakers to get involved in our industry and hurt the entire industry. It's not a good event, and by no means is this sustainable. When you look at the third generation of cryptocurrencies, the Algorand's, the Tezoses, the Avalanches, the Cardanos, the F2s, each of these projects have large teams, capital, and accountability. People wake up every single day to try to get the software, the protocols, and the ecosystems to the next level. They have the aspirations or reality of use and utility. People use these systems to do interesting things or promote new business models that we've never seen before. Doge does not have a stable development team. There is no original technology in Doge. It's a copy of Bitcoin. If at 2 o'clock in the morning a major flaw is discovered, there will be no one who's up late at night trying to find a way to fix it. Maybe a volunteer, but no guarantee. It is a pet rock. It's not real. And if this is the gateway for retail investors to enter our ecosystem at massive losses at some point.
Okay, he's got a couple more clips. You need to go watch those. It's from this guy. He is at WEN Moon though. Okay. Now, but the Doge thing is being picked up by CNBC. They're all over this. I just wanted to show you that now they're creating Squawk Coin and making a big joke out of it. Meanwhile, because of what they're doing, a lot of people are coming into it. Then they're even putting Dogecoin above XRP on their list when they go to go live. This is here. You've got a proof of work coin. Proof of work doesn't work. Another proof of work coin. Another proof of work coin, and another one over XRP, the greatest digital asset ever created. Keep on going. I'm holding my XRP and will be holding it. I will see you at $100. Period. Andrew Zell put this out. Am I reading this right? Interledger protocol integrated with PayPal. We knew about Apple Pay, but this is a World Bank document. The Interledger team already developed several settlement engines for different types of non-crypto payments, such as PayPal. Oh, by the way, I forgot on that Dogecoin thing, I forgot to tell you that when I was at that Mississippi State baseball game this weekend, I overheard a guy talking about Dogecoin. And he was talking about how he invested in it. And I started talking to the guy. He knew that it was a joke. He was just trying to go in and out of it type thing. And still, it's a dangerous game people are playing. But anyway, and then I ran into another guy who was an NFL football player who plays for the Raiders. And he said that I was asking him about what the NFL players are doing. And he said that they're buying Bitcoin and Dogecoin. That's what he told me. That is cray. I just think that is crazy. All right, I wanted to play you this clip from Hester Pierce. It makes it sound like Gary Gensler will be a guy that's going to create a framework so that people actually know what's going on.
Another area I hope to work with Chairman Gensler on is building a regulatory framework for crypto. And that's something that Gary comes to the SEC with a lot of experience in. He's actually been teaching a course on blockchain and finance at MIT. He also has a lot of experience in regulation. Chairman Gensler was previously the chairman of our fellow regulatory agency in the capital markets area, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. So with that combination of knowledge about regulation in the capital market space and knowledge of crypto, we should be able to build a good regulatory framework for.
I hope you're right. I was going to show this, but this is basically, this is Naveen Gupta answering Mike Novogratz. This is from Real XRP Boy. I'm not going to play this right now. I'm kind of, well, actually I will. It's 36 seconds.
Use case is for you. And then as a side question, what do you think of Mike's assessment of your valuation?
So firstly, I think a lot of people get confused. So Ripple is a software company. We are a private company. And XRP is a digital asset which is open source, which is available, which Ripple owns a percentage of. But these two are different. So tomorrow, if Ripple was to die, XRP will still have a life of its own and will remain a digital asset because it's an open source ledger that everybody can build on and use, right?
All right, so he was a gentleman, I guess, to Mike Novogratz. Okay, Consensus 2021 is going to be May 24th to 27th. They're going to do this virtually from what I remember. Actually, let me see. Here's the registration right here. 2021, it doesn't say virtual, but I'm pretty sure it is. Let's see. Yes, virtual experience right there. And here's some of the people that are going to be there. Ray Dalio is going to be there. Let's see who else is going to be there. I haven't even looked. There's a senator. Let's see, y'all. Anyway, I haven't really spent a lot of time focusing on that. Okay, Bank of England and HM Treasury launched task force for UK CBDC, and I wanted to point out to you, this is from Matthew Liney, Bank of England and Ripple partner now offering settlement using DLT technology for omnibus accounts. And these guys have been partnered with Ripple for a long time. And as Brad Garlinghouse said in a video, they're a paying customer. I wanted to finish by reminding you, go to kava.io. I've got the link in the description. This is one of my sponsors. I have a link in the description of this video. You can go and you can earn these interest rates on by linking up with kava.io. I downloaded the Trust wallet and then hooked it up. I'm getting paid a percentage on my Kava tokens now. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button. Tell your friends and family to go check out kava.io and look into their interest rates. And you can also borrow on there as well against your crypto. Thanks for listening.